right, the long journey home. I am 2.5 hours away from home. I've been driving since 6:30 this morning, and it is now probably about 6:30 in the evening. It says I'm going to be home a little after 9. I finished the last job around 5 o'clock, and because everything I pulled up on the map was like, oh yeah, it's going to take you 3 hours and some minutes this way and 3 hours and some minutes that way, and then the times kept increasing every time I checked the map because of traffic. I was like, screw that. There was a Floor and Decor right there. I was like, yes, there's no Floor and Decor in my city. The nearest one is over an hour away, like an hour and a half away. So I walked myself in a Floor and Decor, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy the tile for my shower pan. I had already chosen it. It's just a simple white porcelain hexagon mosaic, right? So the 12 by 12 sheets, it was just a matte white hexagon. Wouldn't you know? They had everything else, but that they had one box. I was like, are you kidding me? So then I found another one that was these varying grays, and it was a higher grade of porcelain, so it was color saturated. Really good quality, but I'm worried. I should have bought a sheet. I should have bought a sheet of it and brought it home, put it next to my flooring. The flooring I'm using is gorgeous, but it has, it's vinyl plank, and there are 5 different planks, right? And you just throw them all down. The way I like to put it down, because I've already installed the exact same flooring at my mother's. In fact, I bought my flooring off of her. The way I did it was I laid it out, and it took forever to make sure no 2 matching boards were touching anywhere in the pattern, right? Oh man, because you've got the row you're working on, but then you've got the row you just put down, and then I would also take a look at the next row or the row before that to make sure, okay, am I putting a board that matches that's just one over, because I didn't want that either. Even though it's staggered, I got stupid with it. But those 6 patterns, they're cool. There's only one board out of it that I'm not in love with, but once it's installed, I think it's great. Very dark, but very pretty, and it to me, it looks like you ripped it off of a barn and nailed it to your floor. Like it mimics rusty nail holes and just the whole, anyway, it's awesome. However, having that much movement and that much play in the flooring that's going to go in my bedroom and bathroom, only my bedroom and bathroom, it's not going in the rest of the house. I'm not paying for all that. And the rest of the house has flooring that's going to be livable for now. I will replace it once the kids and dogs finish destroying it. But I'm not going to rip up all the flooring in the rest of the house and match it up to my room, knowing full well these kids and dogs will find a way to trash it, just like my mother's kids have found a way to cause damage. It is a high quality vinyl plank, and when you take vinyl plank and put heavy exercise equipment on it and then drag it around for no reason, which her kids have, well, one of her kids has done, it'll rip into it. Now, it didn't take away the design, but it cut that top layer, so now you see this clear shredded piece. I can cut that away with a blade
in 1 mile,
but anyway, yeah, my map is yapping at me. It has been a long day, people. Floor and Decor, though, that was fun. I haven't been there in at least over a year and a half. I should have bought samples. I should have just grabbed 1 or 2 of everything I was thinking about and brought it home, because like I said, it's not a quick journey, and it's not like I'm going to be near one anytime. Well, I don't know. For all I know, I'll be in Jacksonville in a week. But yeah, that was exciting. That was fun. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to turn. Am I supposed to turn here?
Turn left onto West State Road 40.
Yep, supposed to turn here. Okay. The jobs I did today were great. Very well cared for, very well organized, very straightforward, just good. Everybody else
for 39 miles
on the planet, horrible. Wow, that is a cool place. Oh my goodness, I wish you guys could have just what? It's like there was a gigantic, do you know what a barred rock is? It's a chicken. There was a gigantic barred rock statue, and there was like this bull and like these horses reared. That was crazy town. Maybe that's what it's called. That's one thing that bums me out. So when I'm driving around doing these jobs, I'm always seeing places and I'm like, oh, I want to stop there, or oh, I should go back there when I have time, you know, because usually I'm so exhausted at the end of these because I tried whatever jobs I've got on the list, I try to hit all of them. That wasn't possible today because one was in Deerfield Beach. If I tried to, because I had an appointment this morning, so if I drop the kids at school, I go to the appointment, and then I hit the 2 jobs. Deerfield Beach is not happening because these places close at 5 o'clock. I have to have them done by 5 o'clock, and I did. I was finished. Finito. Had all the information I needed before 5 o'clock. So, pat on my back for being so awesome, even with the I-4 traffic going past Disney and through downtown Orlando. You don't want to mess with that kind of traffic. I know I talk shit about Gainesville, but going on I-4 through downtown Orlando and going past Disney and Universal and all that, doesn't matter what day of the week it is. Wow. And one time I was coming back from Deerfield Beach when I lived in Pasco. It was a parking lot. I-4 was a parking lot. We sat there and did not move. And then we'd move, and then we'd stop again. And then we'd get another 5.5 feet and stop again. Finally got to a point where we could exit and go to a gas station. But that was one of those days where it was before I was like, okay, I'm going to go back and I'm going to do construction full time again. I had not yet decided that. This was a few years ago. And I was thinking of re-entering my nursing career. So I had to go to a meeting in Deerfield Beach. Well, first they said I was going to Orlando, and I get to Orlando that morning, and then they're like, oh, no, you're supposed to be in Deerfield Beach. I was like, are you kidding me? So got back in the car, and we headed that way. And it was such a long, difficult day. I'll never, ever in my life forget it. And every time I look at the suit, every time I open my closet and I see that suit, I just think of what a hard day it was. Well, today, the only difference between this day and these jobs and every other day where I've driven around the state doing jobs, because today was much harder, I brought the pants from that suit because I wasn't sure what the jobs were going to be, and I thought, oh, if I need to dress up, I better have something. So I grabbed a nice shirt. Not this one. I grabbed a nice shirt. I grabbed the pants from that suit, and I put them in my overnight bag, because I always bring an overnight bag just in case I break down and I have to stay in a hotel. And boy, I'm telling you, I think those pants might have some voodoo. I don't know. Anyway, I feel like I end up in some of the weirdest situations. But like, okay, I stopped at this Wawa after the first job. So went to the appointment, drove to Tampa, went to the first job, finished the job. There was a Wawa at the corner. And it was the kind where you can turn into it, but then you can't get out of it and get back on the same route you were going easily. It kind of becomes a chore. I did it anyway. I had some problems at a gas station this morning where the pump was mislabeled, and instead of $2.41 a gallon, I paid $3.41 a gallon, and I was livid. So this one I was like, oh, well, I actually need to stop at a bathroom because I didn't do that before, and maybe I'll put some actual gas in my car that I mean on, because I knew I still had a lot of driving around the state to do. Gas is going to get burned up. Pull into this Wawa, and I walk to the bathroom. Both stalls are occupied. Okay, waiting. Nobody's coming out. Waiting, nobody's coming out. Finally walk out into the Wawa, go to the register, handle what I need to handle, back into the bathroom. Still occupied, but now there's a girl waiting. And the girl walks over and whispers in my ear that in one of the stalls, the girl who's in there had been in there all day on her phone. And I'm wondering, how does this woman even know this girl's been in there all day? They were on the same bus together that morning. The girl got off the bus, came into the Wawa, went into the bathroom, just hung out. Came out, refilled her soda while I was at the register. And I thought, oh, she's getting a drink, she's gonna leave. Nope, refilled her drink and went back into the bathroom. Like, what? What? Okay. I just don't even know. Like, I should do a layout of today. My mother keeps telling me I need to write a book about my current project, just because of some of the weird and some of the crazy and some of the what. And yeah, that's you know, that's in consideration, and I am taking notes. But I could write not a book about today, but I could definitely write a blog about today. So maybe I'll just lay it out that way and delete this video. But I feel like this video captures more of my genuine distaste for the day. Because seriously, those pants, I think they're cursed. Anyway, that's that. But the jobs, gorgeous sites, absolutely pristine, organized, love them. What is this business called? Oh, I'll have to think of that, because I really, H2, I think they rent out lifts. Clean, organized, the mechanics' garages were pristine, everything had its place, large operations, many lifts, many tools, many things to keep track of. These people have it down pat. Like, I wish every business were run like that. I wish every household were run like that, but that'll never be the case. So anyway, I'm gonna focus on driving so I don't get lost.